Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now today I've got yet another contact lens for you guys. This time around we're taking a look at the third wave of Siesta Pearls. Now before we move along, I do want to put a little bit of a disclaimer. I got all of these shots, every single close-up that you have is going to be in daylight. However, I kind of lost the memory card and it took me a long time to find, and it ended up being right there on my desk all along. So I am filming this portion at night. So this is going to be how it looks in artificial light, while the close-ups are going to be what it looks like in daylight. Now, as tradition dictates, I'm going to show off my stripped down naked brown eye while I go ahead and read you these stats. So the lens diameter is 14.2 millimeters, the graphic diameter is 13.5 millimeters, the base curve is 8.6 millimeters, and these will last you 6 months. You can pick them up in a wide range of prescriptions at no extra cost over at colorcl.com, and if you're looking for a discount code, you can go ahead and use ROB10 to get 10% off of your order. Now, before we jump into the colors, I want to have a little bit of a chat about the construction of these contacts, because Wave 3 differs very greatly from its previous two iterations. In Siesta Pearl Wave 1, we had a fairly standard contact with no limbal ring and some silver glitter towards the center of the contact. In Wave 2, we had that cool galaxy swirl that combined 3 different colors and kind of softly feathered towards the center of the eye, with a little bit of glitter sprinkled throughout. Now that one came out oddly natural for the way that it was shaped. However, these ones in Wave 3 are even more natural. Probably so natural that you didn't realize that I went ahead and slipped some into my eyes right now. Bam! Surprise in your face. So the way that these are actually constructed is they have a soft, I want to say dark brown, almost black limbal ring on the outside. The patterning on that is actually very loose, so it'll do a good job with blending in with your own eye color. Then it has that kind of stronger strip of color towards the outside, and that actually has varying different colors of glitter that goes well with whatever shade and tone that it's in, and it actually has a very large pupil hole. Now the thing about it is it feathers into that pupil hole, and for the most part it's meant to blend in with your own eye color. I kind of like to think of this type of contact as like lip gloss, but for your eyes. You know, you have to pick the right shade of lip gloss because it's not going to completely cover up your own eye color, it's going to slowly blend into it. So definitely be cognizant of that, mainly because of the fact that with other contacts that we have out there, they're very solid, they're very opaque, they're made to give you a completely different eye color. These ones, however, do have a little band of strong color that slowly feathers in to show off some more of your natural color. So what'll actually happen is these are made to accentuate what you've currently got. Clearly, some colors are not going to work for some people, and some colors are going to work amazingly. So, without ado, let's go ahead and jump straight on in. So, kicking things off, we have my favorite of the bunch, which of course is the Siesta Pearl Orange. And let me tell you right now, this encompasses the whole lip gloss for your eyes theory that I've got going on. Mainly because of the fact that in the lip gloss or lipstick world, there is a term called my lips but better. These contacts are my eyes but better. And the great thing about them is that the orange really accentuates the bright browns that I see in my eyes. So when it catches the light, it's just like, ooh, his eyes are just this pretty shimmery brown, and I am all about that. Now, one thing that I do need to point out that is true for all of these contact lenses, I don't know what it is, but for some reason when I'm in the bathroom, the sparkle in the eyes just looks so much more vivid. So when I was actually going ahead and taking daylight footage for all of these, I was like, oh, those blend a lot better in natural daylight than they do in my bathroom light. And it's really weird because I thought that these lights right here, my ring lights, would kind of, you know, make them sparkle even brighter, but actually they look just as natural here as they did in natural light. So I don't know what it is about bathroom lights, but regardless, these look fantastic in every single variation. Next up is Siesta Pearl in Latte Brown. Now, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I think that these ones match my natural eye color so closely that they just don't pop as much as the rest of the colors do on my eyes. However, what I will say is they provide this really cool kind of like ashy glaze on the outer ring of my eye, almost to the point where I would say that they were a brown gray, which I really like. I just love the way that they blend in. However, what I am really curious about is to see how this works on other eye colors. Like I said, this series of contacts really does feel like lip gloss for the eyes, so I really would love to see how this turns out on hazel eyes, on green eyes, even on blue eyes. I'm curious to see how the colors just blend together, because I think that it might be really gorgeous. So if anybody out there who does have blue eyes or green eyes or anything like that does pick up some of the latte browns, please send me a picture, because I'm just curious. I think that they're gonna look good on a whole lot of people. So we are back with another lighting change, and I do really have to apologize for that. After editing the video last night, I realized that the whole back end was shot out of focus, and I was like, oh, we can't use this. Regardless, let's just go ahead and jump on into Siesta Pearl Hot Pink. Now, if orange was meant to lighten and brighten and latte brown was meant to cool things down, well, the hot pink was really there to amp up the warmth. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this one is a contender for my second place in the series. I love the way that it melds in with the medium to dark brown tones in my eyes, and it kind of gives it like this rosewood appearance. And I'm a big fan of that. I really like the way that it plays. It almost just turns your eyes into this reddish brown instead of a full-on like, hi, I'm pink or I'm red. It does still have some of those flashes of hot pink on the outside, which I think is a really cool and great way to accentuate it, but it's not super duper in your face, especially at a conversational distance. Now, when this comes down to green eyes, blue eyes, or hazel eyes, that is where I'm gonna say tread carefully with these, mainly because of the fact that, like I was saying earlier, this is like a lip gloss and it kind of like blends in with those tones, and I'm not sure how hot pink would work on pale blue eyes, but listen, if you're feeling adventurous, who is gonna stop you? Go ahead and do what makes your life great, and if hot pink contact lenses on light blue eyes or pale green eyes is your thing, make it happen. Now, Siesta Pearl Deep Blue is where we start running into some dangerous territory. Going back to that whole lip gloss for your eyes analogy, this is what happens when you put a beautiful blue lip gloss over a dark brown lip. The two don't really mesh well all together. Now, on my eyes, they come off as this kind of like navy blue, which I think is a really cool look. However, I just don't feel like they pop as much as they should, and I don't feel like they blend all that well. However, I am extremely curious to see how this plays with blue eyes of any sort, whether it's light or dark blue eyes. Also with green eyes, I think that this might be cool, like turquoisey pale green eyes with that kind of like blue blend. Oh, that would be fantastic. Gray eyes or even some hazel eyes I think could pull this off extremely well. So maybe it's not a color for me, or it's just not a color that necessarily works with my eyes. However, definitely I think that this could work for another subset of individuals. And let me put this out there into the universe. I don't really see too many contact lenses being targeted to eye colors of different shades. It's mainly because of the fact that, you know, there's a lot of brown-eyed users out there that really want to be able to change their eye color completely. So we get a lot of very opaque lenses. This, on the other hand, is a little bit more sheer, it's more blendable, and now you get natural, glimmery, shimmery colors from multiple different eye colors, and I kind of love that. And finally, we arrive at what I consider to be the upcoming running joke of my contact lens videos. Yes, we have Siesta Pearl Lime Green. You guys know I am not a fan of emerald green contacts. They just don't feel right on me. However, what I did do is I wore these all day yesterday because as I was looking at the close-up shots, I actually really liked the way that the eye color blends in with my brown eyes. I was like, that's a really pretty mix right there. You know, that green and the brown just kind of reminds me of like the woods and it's fall, and I'm like, wow, it's perfect. And then I zoom out and I see the rest of my face and I'm like, no, that just doesn't work. Which is really sad to think that such a beautiful eye color combo just it's just not for me and my skin tone. I think it's because I've got pink undertones, and I think that naturally my eyes do get a little bit red and veiny, so I look like a bit of a Christmas tree going on in there. But the color blend on its own with brown, if you guys like it, go ahead and try it out in your own eyes, because maybe your skin tone is a little bit more complementary than it is with mine. But I do have to say, if they kind of scooch the yellow up just a little bit more in this green, so a little less blue, a little more yellow, I think that I would be a bit happier with the blend, because it is a pretty cool green on top of a warm brown, and those two don't jive as well. Now, if I had like ashy brown eyes, that might work better. And that's kind of like, again, the whole lip gloss for your eyes thing. It really depends on what's going on underneath, because these things are really going to blend in with your own natural eye color. Now, again, for me, green, not working. I tried. However, if you like it, I definitely think you should give it a shot. So I've slipped back into my favorites of the bunch, which of course are the Siesta Pearl oranges. However, when it comes down to recommendations for this line, it's gonna be really dependent on your own specific eye color. Now, if you have like medium to deep dark brown eyes, I would suggest going for the Siesta Pearl oranges, trying out those Siesta hot pinks, or even the latte browns. Now, when it comes to the latte browns, I actually want to see this on a whole bunch of different eye tones, mainly because of the fact that the color is very sheer and I think can blend in with a lot of things. So blue eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes, I can't wait to see it on all of those. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. When it comes to the deep blue, please, somebody with blue eyes, any form of blue eyes, I really want to see this on, because I think that it's going to accentuate those blues the way that the orange accentuates the browns, and I'm getting like really excited about it. However, if you're feeling adventurous, I would love to see it on hazel eyes or green eyes. And of course, the lime green, I think it works on browns. I just don't think it works on me specifically. I think that I'm kind of a fail. Hazel eyes and of course green eyes are gonna do great with it, but if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, these are your eyes. You have one life to live. Go ahead and try and experiment and have fun. Don't limit yourself to what biology has given you. Give a big thumbs up to like biology and say, I'm gonna do my own thing. So you guys go ahead and enjoy these. I think that they're absolutely fantastic for that kind of lip gloss for your eyes effect. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more potent and a little bit eye color changing in like in a much more drastic way, definitely check out the Wave ones, because those ones will give a massive change to your eyes when it comes to Siesta Pearl. But that about does it for me for now. Leave all of your feelings down in the comments below. Do you like this kind of thought process behind doing eye color blends, or do you prefer something a bit more opaque? Regardless, that does it for me for now. So as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.